Hello, everyone. To start with, it was a long day to be honest. So, could I get a small cheer from your side? You're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you so much. The reason for asking this is very simple. 30 years back, I started so poor, which means I started all the way from Tamil Nadu, down south of Tamil Nadu to Mysuru. And when I started, I was very poor. I have no one known. I don't know this place. This is my first visit. And now I could have, minimum 100 to 200 people known. You know why? Could you able to sense it? Why? The reason is very simple. Put your social medias aside. Look up, talk to the people next to you. You'll get 100 people just in 30 hours. Which means, I'm seriously wanted to address a problem that current society is facing. We are into the world of, completely into social media. Take the mobile phones, look down all the way, walk all the way, and end up in, just not seeing the beautiful world around us. To be in fact, we have a name called Reels, which majority of the people are aware of. Reels is already the word itself is saying, Reels is a reel, which means I just post myself that I'm so extraordinary, fantastic, and again I go back, hustle myself, do hard work, and keep just hustling. But to you, I'll be posting I came to Mysuru today, and I had a wonderful, fantastic day, which makes you provoking oh my God, Manesh is going that and Manesh is doing that. Why shouldn't I do it? This is really making a person who is opposite to you, just taking the mobile phone, just scrolling it, creating you an unwanted pressure in your head, putting so much of junks in your head, and ending up, the real reality of you is lost. Please think about it, because this is very, 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 very important, serious issue that we must supposed to address. Because there is an, growth stage which says 0 to 2 is a sensory stage where a mother, a father, a belonging will be touching the child, and they will be, connecting with the child. And as you go to the next level of 2 to 7, it will be a foundation stage where the child will be learning the basic foundations. And going way beyond, the child will be going to a cognitive stage where the child starts to think from 7 to 12. They'll be start thinking, they'll be asking so many questions like why is that happening? Why is this happening? And way beyond that, after that, it becomes an abstract stage where they start exploring on what they have learned. They would have created a kind of, a ethnic bag. This is my ethnic, this is my identity. So I have to explore on what all is there. But in today's generation, my child is crying, so let me show a mobile phone. My child is not eating, let me show a mobile phone. My child is so adamant, they wanted that they cannot able to do their homeworks, they don't study well, I wanted to give them a mobile phone. Any kind of appreciation is going only in mobile phone, which is really, really, really making the sensory, the cognitive foundations, everything collapse. End of the day, any child who is living in this world of 0 to 7, 0 to 12 is living in the era of 25 years old. They take the mobile phone, they scroll people who is addressing in 25 years. And they are saying this is me. This is what I am. Next reel, again someone else is doing it. I have seen students in my own school saying that, sir, when you are giving a food, sir, please take a photograph. This is an humanity. I said, this is not an humanity. This is posting yourself in social media. Live out of the world from the social media, because young students, young children, you are the society. You are the future of India. If in case India wants to grow extraordinary, the young students should have their mind fresh, should think about it, and should, explore yourself, who you are, what is your identity, how exactly you can able to grow yourself, how exactly you can prove yourself, what is your passion is all about. We are missing out all these, and we are just scrolling someone else of age of 25, 30, and then thinking that is me, that is how I have to be. You can never be at the age of 10. You can never be at the age of 12. You can never be at the age of 15. Please understand that. But The reels is making you to do that. You have an age. For sure, by that age, you will learn that. You have to go through it. You have no other choice. 90s kids are really blessed, and they are the harmful person in this world. I'll claim it. Because, they enjoyed everything, whatever they wanted. But they created this media without any kind of restriction. That restriction is putting the 2K kids completely spoiled. Hope you all agree with me, correct? Could I get an answers from your side, please? Yeah. Thank you so much. So, this is very important thing that we must supposed to address it. And I'll tell you, basically, the passion, the skills that we must supposed to develop and the industry is expecting. Because being in an IT industry, for 10 years almost, I know people, what exactly people are trying to do and what exactly, see some people with some profile will come to me stating that I have completed so-and-so masters and all. When I ask a basic question, even I'm not a technical background, but when I ask a basic question to answer it, they will be saying like, I don't know. What is that all about? Okay. So let me tell you, there are 4 stages of competency. Competency is your own skill sets, how exactly you have to develop it. The first is unconscious incompetent. That will be in any kind of learning, this will happen, unconscious incompetence, which means like I don't know, and I don't want it to know, because I don't know that it exists. Second stage is conscious competence, which means like I'm aware that there is something which I don't know. You got it? The second thing is conscious competence, incompetence, which means like I'm aware that I don't know. And the third point is conscious competence, which we all learn, which we all do in our colleges, which we all do in schools. We get to know what exactly it is and how exactly it has to be done. That is conscious competence. The final one which we are lagging at, which we have to improve, which the student community should learn, is unconscious competence. Unconsciously you are supposed to do. What is unconscious competence? Unconscious competence is very simple. I breathe without knowing I'm breathing. Go and ask a person who is suffering with asthma. They will tell what is the struggle of breathing. Okay, because we breathe unconsciously and we are competent for that. A person who is incompetent, who cannot able to breathe, who finds difficult, will know the pain of breathing. Simple as that. If your noses are blocked for 2-3 days because of cold, how bad, how difficult you feel sleeping. So that's the point. The unconscious competence is that. The society expects it. How do you gate it? How do you do that? Just follow your passion, think what exactly you have to do, learn things, how exactly it has to be done, than going behind the reels and just keep scrolling and say like this is, he is that, he is that, she is that, he is that. That's awesome. They got to that places. Empty vessels makes much noise. Simple. Empty vessels always makes much noise. Got it? If I'm dancing something in reels and showing off like that, this is what I am. I'm an empty vessel. Sundar Pichai, Google CEO, okay, he belongs to my place, and I'm saying you, very simple, he never posted that I earn this much crores. He's closely 8,000 crores per year he's earning. He never says that. All big peoples, big personalities will never say like, I work and I earn this much. They are not empty vessels. And if in case you wanted to grow big and if you wanted to reach a biggest place in this world, stop following this empty vessels, look into the case studies of big personalities, work hard on it, you will rock. And the second thing that I wanted to say is very simple to the teachers. I'm supposed to address it. Teachers, as a teacher, I am, okay, than being a principal correspondent of a school, I wanted to address myself as a teacher because I think Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam. Okay, above God, I am there. So I am supposed to, take the privilege of saying that I'm a teacher. Basically, being a teacher is not a simple task, and you as a teacher, if someone is teaching, we are teaching not for 2024. Because this is recording on 2024. We are not teaching for the students who is of 2024. We are teaching for the minimum a student of 2030 or else 2040 or else 2050. We may not know what is the technology is all about is going to be. We are not sure about it. Because in 90s and 2000s, my teacher don't know that whether the AI or the data science is going to rule this world. But now it is ruling the world. And we teachers have to take an extra miles, should take an extra efforts, should think how exactly this have to be. A teacher should be a continuous learners. And as we become a continuous learners, the students will be extraordinary. So that thing I was supposed to address for a teacher, and for a parent I was supposed to address. I'll put myself as an example for parenting style, good parenting style, and I'll connect to it to the current parenting styles as well. Once I fall down when I was so young, and when I went to my mom crying, okay, she knows I was bleeding actually. The bleeding is not so big. To me, it's big because I was so young. Okay, few drops of blood is coming out. I ran to my mom and said, like, "Mummy, my hands is cut and my fingers is bleeding." She simply said in Tamil, okay, "Po sagar sariyadum," which means like, before I die, it will be healed. Don't worry, go. So I was asking my mother, I was bleeding and you're saying, "Po, like, before you die, it will be fine." I got so frustrated, but that makes me to learn now, like, why am I standing and what am I doing here? It's just because of her parenting style. And the second thing that I wanted to say about my dad, when I was doing my masters in UK, for the first 2-3 months, I didn't get my part-time job. So I was getting money from my parents continuously. And once I came to India for my graduation ceremony, undergraduate graduation ceremony, by that time I was asking my dad, like, "Dad, I wanted closely 1,000 pounds for me, so could you please give me?" My mom and my sister and everyone is saying, like, no, why? Ask him why he wanted that money. Why do he want that money? My dad didn't ask anything. He said, like, "Okay, fine, when you're going, you can collect it and go." Continuously, I could able to sense, like, my mother is continuously forcing my dad to ask me, like, why exactly I wanted that money. My dad said, to be honest, I'm saying you, I'm admitting here, even my dad may see this video. To be honest, I'm saying, I had a slight diplomatic move by that time when I came to India, and when I'm getting back to UK, I thought of getting into gambling because all my friends are doing it. I thought of putting it, not so much and all, just a penny or two. But my dad was addressing to my mom that, no, I'm not going to ask him why. Because I trust my son. Either he will eat or else he'll spend for his friends. 100% he is not going to go anywhere. And he's not going to take any wrong moves. So that word really impacted me, and that kind of parenting put me in a point like, okay, fine, a parent should trust a child. And the parent should know what exactly the seriousness of the child, because today's parenting, even if you fall down, even if a teacher is scolding you, how dare that person can scold you, how dare that person can do that. We are too much pampering the kid. In a way, end of the day, the child is getting, completely lost their identities. They wanted to be pampered all the time. They cannot able to handle the stress. They commit suicide just because they cannot able to handle this stress in the future. So a kind of parenting should have a trust in the child, should believe, should say this can be managed by you. You manage this. So I wanted to address in the end, very simple, that being a student, please learn extraordinary skills, because this is the right age that you can able to learn. And I'll put a small example and point it off. In my school, okay, I have my school in Tier 3 city. Okay, the place is called Kalayar Govil, that is in Sivaganga. Majority of the people may not know Sivaganga. It is 40 kilometers away from Madurai. Okay, so that place, I have my school, and this is the second batch we are pushing out the students from the 12th class. Almost 80% of the students have passed in IIT, and they are joined in IIT Madras for data science program. But for the first year when I started, all my parents were forcing me, like, "Sir, when they have their board examination, why do you wanted to compel them to study for JEE? Why do you wanted to compel them for study for NEET? Which is no way use." Tier 1 city may know the importance of what is the competitive examination is all about. But to a Tier 3 cities, even today I'm saying, the child, the parent, the society is not knowing the importance of the education and not knowing the importance of the colleges and something. And now, as I personally and proudly feel, when my students are studying in IIT, okay, that 80% of students I could able to push them, I'm feeling proud that I'm a principal and I'm a correspondent and I'm a teacher. So, point is very simple, even from Tier 3 cities, you can You can. Only thing is, have the zeal, have the vision, focus on your dream, ask your teachers, have a mentor. That's very, 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 very important. I'll wind off with Abdul Kalam sir's quote, you were born with the wings to fly, not to crawl. If you are crawling, please stop, try to learn to fly with the help of a mentor. Fly, fly, fly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.